Okay, here we are again at the Main Street Innovation Center in Centerville, Utah. That's you're able to find that on mainstreetinnovationcenter.com. So I invite any of you that are watching this to take a look at what we're doing there. I've got a lot of great information. I got the hired guns here with me again today, and I appreciate them taking the time out to come and share a few minutes with us and express some of the things that they do so powerfully in the work that they do in sharing the abilities to build a brand, to create relationships, and all the other things that you need to do in a business that we've been doing for hundreds of years. Well, I haven't, but maybe others.
First of all,
older than he is.
Let's say howdy. How are you?
Appreciate you guys coming in. Yeah. So maybe
for
between
resurrecting
all of us, we're 150 years old, but you know, or give or take. But anyway, it's good to have the guys here with us today. We're going to talk about a little bit more about their traditional ways of presenting business, and I want to bring in kind of a twist to things so that one of our biggest deals that we do here is to help people understand that tradition and technology work together. You don't have to quit doing things in a traditional way to move to the digital environment. You just enhance the tradition by bringing digital to the picture. So we're going to talk a little bit more with the cowboys here, hired guns, on what's some of the traditional ways of creating relationships. What's some of your experiences in, you know, I love the way you guys do the howdy. You know, that's the shaking hands. That's what everybody should do in their businesses, shouldn't it? When people want to come in the door, I mean, isn't that where we start building relationships?
Traditionally, business, and we really still believe that good business and successful businesses are built on relationships, and it starts, you know, if you can be in person, it starts with a handshake. It starts with looking somebody in the eye and saying, you're important to me, and I can help you, and I trust you, and you can trust me, and that's how relationships are built, and traditionally that's how they have been built. But there are new ways of reaching lots and lots of people that still, relationships are still the basis for building business. It's now, how do you build a relationship with somebody when they're out in the
Exactly.
cybersphere, you know.
Exactly. And you know what? We got a guru specialist here with us today.
What does that mean? What?
A guru.
Okay, yeah.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
guys. They're still trying to figure all this technology stuff out here. Did you guys have cell phones? Yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
You got
What?
I was phoning myself.
Yeah, that's right. They get one call in their cell. That's a cell
That's
phone. Okay. Anyway, we got Michael Waters with us. Mike, come on in and join us.
Whoa.
Mike.
Howdy, Mike.
Howdy.
Howdy. Hey, there you go. Let's get the howdy in here.
Howdy.
Mike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even gurus do some howdying once in a while, don't they? And I mean.
Yep.
How does this all translate, Mike? When you know we've got to still have that same connection with our customers on digital technology. So when a customer comes into our page, how do we handshake?
Well, you've stumbled onto my pet peeve, Bill.
Okay.
These guys have got it right. I mean, that's how why do we assume that because we're in a digital world it should be any different? We can't reach through the screen and you know, shake their hands, but we can do that digitally. We can make sure we acknowledge them. I tell people, you know, someone gets you a new friend on Facebook, go visit their page, see what they're about. They got pictures of the kids at Disneyland, make a comment about their Disneyland trip.
Oh, you mean so actually communicate with the people that come in
That's
your
right.
page? Wow. Okay.
What a
super.
concept.
Good point.
Yeah. So there's really no difference. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, I get tired of hearing new rules. Oh, it's a new rule of this. No. The same rule's always been. So.
And that's exactly the point that we want to make here, because the rules haven't changed. The game's changed, but the rules haven't.
That's right.
There's a different approach to things, but the rules are the same. We've got to still reach out to people, don't we? We can't bring them into an empty environment.
The challenge becomes how, you know, in social media, Facebook, Twitter, you know, YouTube, all these other platforms.
He knows all those names.
How, are you impressed? How do you reach those people? How do you establish those relationships? And I think that's what you're all about, right?
Yeah, and I teach people that it's not new. It's not a new way of making relationships. It's the same as you do it when they walk through your door. It's an extension of your business. So you've got to learn to, there's lots of ways to do it. You can't virtually, you know, you can't reach out and actually shake their hand, but you can welcome the customer to your site.
I heard you the other day tell somebody, you know, we ought to have on the very front page of our websites that little talk box that people can make a comment to, so that they're actually feel like they're welcome to their input It's like you're saying, you're basically
Yeah.
saying, you're walking up to them and saying, hey, tell me
That's
what you
right.
think. What can I help you with today? You know, it's the
That's
same kind of
absolutely
approach
right.
as you're doing on a traditional way.
That's exactly right. You just got to figure out how could I can translate that to digital. How could I translate that to digital? You know, the tools that are available today to the average businessman. 10 years ago, I know because I was working for one of those businesses. They cost thousands upon thousands of dollars to build just one of the tools, and we have literally thousands of those tools available today.
And how much they cost us?
Well, most of them are between 0 and free.
Yeah. That's a good
and
number.
the ones that aren't free usually are $20. You know, it's all very cheap. So if you're not using those tools today in your business, you know, you've got to ask yourself why. Because the online world, by the way, is growing at exponential rates. It doubles like every 3 years now.
Yeah.
And so, do you really think you're going to stand out if you're just one more website among trillions?
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of data each day that's transferred over the internet would fill an oil tanker. How are you going to make your piece of data stand out from all of that?
Exactly.
You've got to be a brand. You've got to be awareness. And guys, the ones that are doing it, the ones that get it, like Zappos, you guys, the Zappos are your kind of people.
Absolutely.
They're so darn friendly. You don't have to buy anything. They just treat you nice, and they don't care if you buy anything. And they sell a lot, though.
So what you're hitting on, Mike, is you're telling us that customer service probably ought to be #1 out there. Then we should be more concerned about our customers and the experience they're having than we are concerned about the products they're buying.
Absolutely.
Potentially.
If you're worried about your customer buying something, worry about taking care of them first. They will always buy from you if you take care of them.
Okay. Here at the Innovation Center, one of the things that we're doing is teaching businesses how to bring their business on Main Street. That's what we call ourselves, Main Street Innovation Center. If the more businesses, and by bringing yourself online and in a platform that we're going to talk about later on, but the more businesses bring their business into the same environment as all other businesses, then it becomes very important that we know how to stand out, because now we got us all on the same street and more accessible, and advertising isn't working. So we've got to be available to our customers wherever they are available to us. When they come online and they start doing searching, they need to be available. We need to be available as a business to that customer. Now the thing that is going to keep them coming back are the strategies and technologies and things that we're talking about here, and the techniques of tradition. Is they need to feel welcome, because that's what customers are looking for today. Is we feel like from all of our research, talking to customers, talking to businesses, the customer is in charge today. So that's what's turned completely around. So if they're in charge, it's a whole lot more important for us to present an opportunity to become to create better relationships than we've had online in the past, because online's a pretty cold place.
And I want to throw in one more thing real quick there. The internet and social media has democratized social interactions with people to such a degree now that you used to, if you treated a customer bad, he'd tell 10 of his friends. Well, now it's 10,000 or 100,000.
Yeah.
And I can show you in some of our presentations that we do where companies have got literally millions of people exposed to a bad customer experience overnight. And there's actually been companies that have actually linked bad customer service experiences online to bankruptcy filings and things like that. Circuit City is an example. I could tell you a story about that. And what ultimately brought them down was refusal to acknowledge customers in the same way that they acknowledge them in the store online.
Okay. Yeah.
Now,
So go ahead,
I had just a quick question kind of
Yeah.
for you. Now cowboys are known for representing traditional kinds of values, like integrity and honesty. And that's one of the things that we talk about, and that was one of the things when we were doing advertising the old traditional way, that was very important for us, is to have everybody feel like the message was honest, that there was integrity involved, and that whatever they were going to get was a real, viable product. So in social media now, isn't that very important? I mean, you see people just kind of throwing things out there, but isn't honesty and integrity, those things are very important still.
Keeping your word.
To keep this show a family show, I'd hug this man right now. let me tell you. I teach, and when I talk about social media, I say before you go anywhere in social media, there's 3 pillars you have to do to make social media a success. You have to get your customer to know you, to like you, and to trust you before any commerce will take place. And and that's it. And that's what you just talked about. When the customer knows you, likes you, and trusts you, they will do whatever it takes. But you do not establish that by welcome to my store, go pick out what you want, and here be here at the checkout in 5 minutes. Nobody likes that. And by the way, all the companies that are growing that's what they're doing.
Hasn't changed. You know, those things, the principles have been the same forever and ever and ever. The challenge becomes, how do I apply that to social media? And that's what we're talking about here at the Main Street Innovation Center. How do you to learn those techniques? An average business person can come in, learn those techniques from people like Mike, from people like us, you, Bill, and apply it to their business and learn how to use social media to become successful.
Exactly. Well, there you hear it. There you hear it. Here at the Main Street Innovation Center, we got a cross section of all the principles and teachings and understandings that we need to know as business owners, and it's important that we do that today. It's important that we connect, adapt ourselves, and engage our customers. That's kind of our philosophy here: connect, adapt, and engage. Get connected to the services and resources. Adapt your business, make it apply, make it work, and engage with your customers. Engage with the customers. That's number one. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate you very much.
Absolutely.
for being
Very
here
much.
today.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, you
We're going to
bet.
have like a massive group handshake here. Yeah. All right.
Group handshake. All right. Thanks, guys.